Aquarius, welcome to September 2015. This is a really big month. There's a lot happening. And for you, it's a big focus going on in the relationship area. Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, and relationships, is going direct on the 6th in the area of partnerships, relationships, other people. Venus is coupled with Mars on the 1st. So this could be, a wonderful time for your relationship, for your partnership. And for some of you, you could, meet someone new with this energy that you find very significant. Now, September is going to be, a really rocky kind of month because there's 2 eclipses and Mercury is going retrograde in Libra. He's already in, so we're already in the shadow period. So, for those of you that are single, you could meet someone new and that person could be from your past, someone you've known before, or even a past life that has returned to you at this time, and also a time for you to reflect over past relationships and, think about, what went, what has happened and, what you'd like to change, what needs changing now. This is a month where your deepest desires are stirring. And that's because the Virgo new moon, which is a total solar eclipse, well, not a total solar eclipse, actually it's a partial solar eclipse, although it's going to feel like a total solar eclipse, is happening on the 13th of September. And for you, it's in the area of deep intimacy, shared resources, other people's values, insurance payout, tax payout, royalty payout, money owed to you that is not from earned income. It can be your partner's money. It can be money that you get through inheritance or investments. And this is the area that is very deep. It's actually the part of our psychology where we repress things. So it's the labyrinth of the mind. And this new moon in this area is going to be pulling you deeper into yourself and pulling you deeper into your deepest desires, your deepest passion, the mysteries of self. Who am I? What am I? What is my life purpose? Why am I here? And how does that relate to other people? How does who I really am, what I need, how does that relate to intimacy? And who do I trust? Who do I let in? Who can I trust with my deepest feelings, my deepest truth? So you're going to be looking at that in September. You're going to be looking at who you trust and where do you need more boundaries, right? This is a good time to look at, okay, maybe I need to set a boundary with this person or this situation, or maybe I need to define the relationship more, define what we really are and not cross those boundaries, right? So if you're having a professional relationship with someone, you don't want to cross over into personal, right? Make them your friend, make them, family when it's a professional relationship. So you're going to be looking at that in September. You're going to be looking at your relationships, not just intimate, romantic, but also people you consult, people you work with, your public. So you're going to be looking at the definition of these relationships, and perhaps for some of you, it's time to draw better boundaries so that you are protecting and nourishing and nurturing your inner being, your inner strength, who you are. Okay? And so there's a lot happening in September. We've got these eclipses, we have the equinox, Mercury goes retrograde September 17th through October 9th. I'll come back and talk about that in a minute. Now this eclipse, this Virgo eclipse that's happening for you, Chiron is opposing it. Now, Chiron acts like a planet in your astrology. He is an asteroid between Saturn, the past, and Uranus, the future. Both are your ruling planets. So Chiron is a major player. Chiron flushes out those wounds that we have, that some of them just never heal, right? Just part of being human. But it is about healing. Now for you, Pisces rules your money, your talent, gifts, and abilities, your self-worth, self-respect, self-appreciation, your inner and outer resources, what you truly love and value. So is there a healing that needs to go on with you in regards to those areas, in regards to increasing your resources, in regards to nourishing and nurturing your talent, your skills, your abilities? Because the more we nourish and nurture those, the more earning power we have, the more we attract greater abundance. So what needs nourishment? What needs nurturance in your life? What needs healing? Now Uranus, your ruler, modern ruler, is making an awkward aspect to the partial solar eclipse in Virgo. So there's some sort of adjustment you need to make in your thinking in order for you to have deeper intimacy, in order for you to have greater abundance. There's some sort of adjustment. Maybe it's in the way you're communicating. Maybe it's in technology. Maybe you need to amp up your technology or your skills in order to have greater abundance or greater intimacy. You will have an opportunity this first part of September to evaluate that, Aquarius, and at this partial solar eclipse. Now, Mercury is retrograde September 17th through October 9th. And Mercury is the ruling planet of Virgo. And Mercury will be in Libra 66 days. That's very big. Okay. And that, now Libra is your sister sign. So for you, it's quite positive. But it is Mercury retrograde. And so, it's not the best time to sign a contract. It's not the best time to make major decisions. Not the best time to have surgery. If you can wait till October 10th forward, that's the green light, because we're out of eclipse season and Mercury is direct. So you'll have all the facts. You'll have a clearer head. You'll know what you want. Whereas right now, it's crazy time, okay? When Mercury goes retrograde, people go into their subconscious. And that's why communication breaks down. That, it's crazy time. And we're in eclipse season, which means people are eclipsed. We're all being eclipsed. And especially starting with this Virgo one, because when the sun is eclipsed, leaders are eclipsed. The sun represents royalty. It represents CEOs. It represents leaders in industry. And when it's eclipsed, heads roll. And so we may see in September people that have been in positions of authority booted out. Or even people behind the scenes, like some of these bankers that actually pull all the strings in government, their heads could roll. So there's a lot happening collectively in September that is going to affect each one of us as well personally. Powerful Pluto is going to square the Mercury in Libra 3 times. The first one is on the 9th, the second one is on the 24th of September, and the final one is on October 22nd. So for you, it's about looking at what you believe. Libra rules the area of your life that has to do with future vision, your beliefs, your truth, your wisdom, expansion of consciousness. It has to do with higher education. So again, we have this theme here with you. For some of you, do you need to amp up your skills? Do you need to get more training in something in order for you to get that promotion you want, or start that business, or launch that project? What do you need to explore, investigate, research to go to the next level? What training do you need in order to go to the next level? Is there some sort of belief that's in the way of you having what you want? Remember, we don't get what we want. We get what we believe. And whatever we believe is what creates our reality. So what is true for you? What do you know that's true for you? What does your gut tell you? What does your inner being tell you? Trust that. Don't go by what people say, go by what people do. Don't go by promises, right? Go by behavior. That is what you can hang your hat on. Okay? And so for you, it's about looking at maybe what's right below the surface, right? Because Pluto's in the area of your subconscious mind. And we're all going to be subconscious in September because Mercury's retrograde, and even though it doesn't start till the 17th, we're already in the shadow period because Mercury entered Libra on the 27th of August. So we're already in it. And we're in eclipse season, which means we're all eclipsed. So we're all in this limbo, limbo, limbo. And we're like, okay, what's really going on? Maybe we won't know till October, you know? But I think it's going to be a really interesting sideshow. Get your popcorn out, you know, when you're, you know, hearing the news, because I think it will be kind of entertaining. You know, there's a lot happening. Some are saying the stock market's going to correct at least 10%. Anything's possible in this energy. And Libra rules fairness, balance, justice. And we need justice. We need justice in our banking. We need justice in our government. We need our government to actually represent the people. We need justice in our leaders. We need justice in our corporations and so on. And that's what's creating all of this turmoil and transformation in these systems that need to change so that we have justice and integrity and fairness in our systems. And so it's causing all of this chaos and turmoil in the world because the light is oncoming and it's flushing out the dark and it's flushing out, you know, the truth. And so September is going to be a reset month. Eclipses are the most powerful transits you can experience. They herald major beginnings and completions. And, you know, so it's a reset for all of us. We're all being reset, readjusted, recalibrated to this higher frequency and vibration. Everything is energy. That's an Aquarian saying. And so, so there's a lot happening. It's not necessarily the best time to start a new relationship, start a new job, you know, start something new because you don't have all the facts and because you're in your subconscious. So you're not necessarily consciously aware of what you really want, of what you really need. This is the time to evaluate. This is the time to look at your deepest desires. This is the time to really go deep within self. And because it's also happening for you in the mental quadrant, in the, you know, conscious mind and superconscious mind, there could be so much going on in your head that you don't even know how to articulate it. And that's okay. It will get clearer for you in October, November, December, and on. Okay? But September is going to be like this reset in your brain, in your lower mind, in your higher consciousness. And because you're getting this reset, you may be like having all these thoughts and dreams and visions, but you don't know how to communicate it, right? Because it's like dreams. You know, we can have these weird dreams because the subconscious, the unconscious speaks to us in a language that our conscious mind may not be able to articulate. That's okay. You are merging with Source. You are merging with your mighty I Am Presence. You're merging with your higher self. And so when you're in these higher dimensions and then you come back to the physical world where we're limited by our vocabulary, you may not have the vocabulary to express what you're experiencing. And that's okay, because it will come, especially when Mercury goes direct. Now, Mercury retrograde in this area for you is an opportunity to rethink your education, your training, you know, travel plans, marketing plans, anything that you're, you know, broadcasting, podcasting, promoting, you know, what changes do you need to make so that you are achieving what you want? Because when we move into Scorpio, it's going to be all about career achievement for you. So what changes can you make? And I'll talk more about that in October, because that's the month of Libra, and we'll focus more on that for you there. This month, you know, you're focused in that deeper area, right? In the area where, you know, where the guilt is, and the Pluto stuff, and, you know, power struggles, and, you know, emotional, you know, feelings, that how you give your power away is going to be brought to your attention, right? Pluto is about power, how you own your power, how you keep your power, or how you give your power away, right? Remember, guilt means you're going in the right direction. So when you feel guilty about something, that's because you're supposed to do it. That's your soul talking to you saying, play hooky. Don't call that person back. Don't go to that party. You know, whatever's coming up for you, that's your soul talking to you. And your soul knows who you really are. Your soul has all the answers. The soul has the keys. Keys to the kingdom. So do what's right for you. Do what empowers you. Really look at how you give your power away. We can do this subtly too. We can do it through our addictions. We can do it through being codependent with others. We can do it through enabling others, right? Instead of allowing them to stand up for themselves and do what they need to do to come into their mastery. We could be too overly focused on other people at the expense of our own soul. So you're going to have an opportunity to look at this intimacy with you and relationships this month, as well as you're going to gain deeper insight this month into your own psychology, into the psychology of others, into what really drives you, into what is pulling you forward, into what pulls you forward, right? You're going to have an opportunity to really be incredibly insightful, wise this month and going into October. Saturn moves into Sagittarius on the 17th. This is very good for you because Sagittarius sextiles you. And that is good for your goals, it's good for your hopes and wishes, it's good for the money you make from the business you own or the money you make from the company you work for. So this is the time, you know, Saturn's going to be in Sagittarius until winter solstice, December 21st, 2017. So you have an opportunity now to really look at, what are my goals? What are my hopes and wishes? What are my deepest desires? What's my deepest passion? What turns me on? What do I want to achieve in these next 2 years? What do I want to see make happen? Sagittarius sextiles any planets you have in Aquarius, your sun, your moon, your ascendant, and so on. So it's a very uplifting and positive energy for you. And of course, Libra trines, harmonious energy flow, and that pours positive energy into any planets you have. Now, the sun enters Libra on the 23rd. Woohoo! And you have happy fall in the northern hemisphere and happy spring in Aussie land, New Zealand, and Argentina. Woohoo! So south of the planet here. Very south of where I am. And so this is, you know, another big shift, another big reset happening here. You see these resets? And so Libra is your sister sign, and you're moving into, you know, this whole area we've been talking about, which is, you know, long distance travel, higher education, training, getting more training, or teaching. Now Mars moves into Virgo on the 24th. Now, Mars can help you, you know, with, you know, do you need to eliminate debt? Do you need to cut away the fat? Do you need to restructure something financial? It's also great for your sex life. Virgo rules your sex life. So you've got Jupiter there, you've got the new moon eclipse there, now you've got Mars there. So, you know, this could be a very passionate month for you. And Venus forms a fabulous harmonious energy flow with Uranus on the 24th. The sun and the moon sextile Saturn on the 24th. Oh, I'm liking on this. And you're going to like the 24th. although Mercury is being challenged by Pluto that day. But still, there's a lot of positive energy. And, it could be one of those days where, you get a lot done, you have some breakthroughs, and you're just feeling good about relationships, you're feeling good about, where you're going, the insight you're gaining this month. Pluto moves direct on the 25th. This is very good. Mars will be challenged by Saturn on the 26th. So this is an opportunity for you to look at shared resources, and maybe, there's some sort of frustration going on with a friend, right, that isn't pulling their weight. And this is your time to set that boundary, raise your standards. And then you have the very powerful Aries full moon total lunar eclipse on the 27th. Now this is really powerful because it's also a supermoon. A supermoon means it's closest to the Earth and in direct alignment with the Sun and the Earth at the time it's full, at the time of the eclipse. And for you, this is happening in the area of communication, your thought patterns, your habit patterns, your style of speaking, of listening, speaking, writing, teaching, communicating, your car, your computer, short distance travel, relatives, neighbors. And so this could overload the nervous system, okay, because there's so much electricity and energy coming through. So make sure you're not overthinking. Make sure you are drinking plenty of water, you're getting rest, you're not overworking, that you're taking time for yourself, you're taking time for meditation, you're taking time for rest, play, physical workouts. Very important, because this is really powerful. This is the last Aries eclipse, but it's a big one. It's really intense and powerful. Now Saturn's actually in harmony with, the moon and the sun. Saturn is trining the moon and sextiling the sun. And so that is very supportive. So, there could be, where you're feeling a lot of support in, what you're doing, and, the training you're getting, or the promotion that you're doing, promoting your business, promoting your work, that's great. Pluto is going to challenge the moon and the sun. Now, it's not exact at the time of the eclipse, but as that moon moves on, it runs right into Pluto, who's now direct. As the sun moves on a few days later, it is now challenged by Pluto. So this is where there could be power struggles, and where it's hard for you to articulate what you're thinking, what your vision, what you're seeing, right? Because Libra rules your future vision, it rules expansion of consciousness, and Pluto's challenging the Libra. And so you may be, feeling overloaded, and that's why it's, balance is the key. Libra rules balance, right? Not working too much, not goofing off too much, right? Finding that middle ground where, you get your work done, but then you play. And so this is also going to be, challenging to evaluate what you know, what you believe. We don't get what we want. We get what we believe. So this is an opportunity for you to look at your thought patterns, your style of speaking. Is it getting you what you want? Is it pulling to you what you want, or is it pushing others away? What is going on? It's going to be unique for each one of you. Right? Each one of you is going to have a unique story, because everyone is a unique soul. So it's a powerful month, and this is the last eclipse of the year, and it is about relationships. The North Node is in Libra. The North Node represents the direction in life you need to go in, and the North Node is in Libra. The Sun is in Libra. Juno, who is an asteroid, she is the wife of Jupiter, sitting right next to the Sun. Lilith, now you can Google Lilith if you want to know about the mythology behind Lilith. She's an asteroid here. She's involved too. So And she's intense, and she's independent. She's the first powerful independent woman. And the North Node's in Libra. So this really is about looking at relationships and the balance of power in the relationship, right? Do you feel heard in your relationship? Do you feel appreciated in your relationships? Do you feel there's a balance of power? Or have you been giving too much power over to a partner and, not getting your needs met? So this is an opportunity to really look at the balance of power in your relationship, what your needs are, and what your deepest desires are, and what you're doing to fulfill those needs, as well as your own independence. Right? It needs to be a balance. We don't want to be codependent, we want to be interdependent. We come together and then we're apart. We come together, then we're apart. So that we, like the tides in and out, we are supporting each other, and then we are allowing each other the self-time that's needed to connect to source and nourish and nurture ourselves. So this will really show you if there's an imbalance here and if there's too much codependency going on. Now, for those of you looking for love, it is on. It is kind of a crazy time, with the Mercury retrograde in Libra and the eclipses and the equinox and so on and so on. But it is on for you. For those of you coupled, you really are going to be looking at your partnership here. And not just romantic partnership, but business partnerships, people you consult, your colleagues, your public. So you're going to be evaluating these relationships and see what changes you can make in order for you to achieve your goals and achieve what you desire. It's about desire this month for you. You're in the area of desire, and then you move on to the higher mind. And so you're really looking at the whole deepest desires, and you're going to experience deeper insight this month. Deeper insight is coming to you. Now, Jupiter is in the area of money. So this could be good for, some sort of, money that comes to you that isn't earned income, or your partner's money he could get a bonus, she could get a bonus, she could see more money. So she's bringing more money into the home, she's bringing more money into the relationship, and that's always a plus. And so this is an opportunity for you to really gain deeper insight into your financial picture so that you are increasing your financial abundance. You are increasing your sense of abundance. Paying attention to what you need, paying attention to what you need to heal in order to maximize your inner resources, your outer resources. Spiritually, this is a time of expansion for you. As you move more into Libra, you are expanding consciousness, you are connecting to Source, and Source is downloading to you the new insights that are coming your way. I'm not seeing any challenges with the health. You do want to watch out for, the eclipses overloading your nervous system, and you're just, too busy. You don't want to get so busy that it affects your health, and you're just running on adrenaline. So balance is the key, right? Is work, downtime, work out. That will keep you feeling strong and good and ready for this fall. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my podcast, Aquarius. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. You go to the link below. It takes you to my astrology service page. You purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You're scheduled. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to work on a business plan or a business idea, or new business startup, or moving up in your career or relationship, it's very easy. You go to my coaching service page, you purchase a session, Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule and your schedule. So until next time, Aquarius, deeper insight is coming to you.